All right, well, I don't have the F-450 in front of this thing because I've got the box liner being sprayed, but I am going to put my tractor on this thing and see how it does. I don't know for sure whether it will fit with that brush cutter I have on the back. Oh, Kubota L6060. I have a big 30,000 pound gooseneck trailer, but yeah, we'll flash her up and see how. Oh, drop my gloves. This is a really nice little tractor. This is my middle-sized one. And I don't have very many hours on it yet. I broke the window snow plowing there 2 winters ago in it, but I don't know how many hours I got, like 100 and change. 107. Not very many, so. Well, we'll get over to the trailer there and let this thing warm up for a second. Okay, so to raise the deck, this is the lockout pin. You gotta pull that, and you gotta step on that. This goes up. I'm not standing on it, I'm just lifting it up. There we go, that'll work. There's a valve here. This controls the flow. I'm gonna put it halfway so it doesn't go down that quick. And I will run the tractor up and I will video it as we go. Tires are a little warm. I was boogieing along there real quick on the highway. We just cleared this whole lot. It was an absolute jungle. I forgot to lower that thing when I parked it last, but whatever. Up a few nails on this job. Big one on the tire there. There's a gap, so I had to order new tires. Let's see here. I'll take the auto throttle off because I don't need any herky jerkies. Oh, make sure that thing's all the way up. Up and away. First thing on this trailer. My other one was 20 overall. This one's this one's 22. Oh, go a little further, get her to come down. She's coming down. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, that's nice. Okay. That is hanging off the back. So anyways, I'm going to jump out of the tractor here and get her all secured down and go from there. Make sure I'm in the right spot. Go forward a bit. That'll work. Yeah, that'll work. It'll stick off the back a little bit, not too much. Truck's got a little bit of squat in the back. Not bad. It's not bad though. Fairly far forward on this thing, so I can back up a little bit. I just have quite a bit of overhang there at the back. But it's good that it fits. That's the main thing. I'm gonna back up a little bit. All right, well, I gotta finish securing it and hit the road here, so. Well, hopefully I got this thing balanced right. I don't know. I've never towed with this thing, so. The trailer's a little bit small for the tractor with the brush cutter on it. There's not any real good spots to secure the rear of it at the back of the trailer there. But, I mean, the truck doesn't even know it's there. You know, not even a third throttle, it just takes off like nothing. These new Power Strokes just have so much power. And the high output's got even more. Like, that's the crazy thing. This is a 2022, so I'm blown away with just, oh yeah, she's not heavy enough, or on the tongue, I can feel it. No, not quite enough tongue, mate. I'm not gonna go crazy here. I'm gonna go slow. I checked my suspension with the trailer on it. From the ground to the top of the wheel arch was 41.5 inches, and with the tractor on it, it's dropped another 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. So mean, there's definitely tongue weight, but whether it's enough, I don't know. I mean, I would move it forward if I was going any distance. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know the things behind the truck, actually. So that tractor with the brush cutter behind it is probably closer to 8,000 pounds. And the trailer's just under 5,400. I got my other hitch in the box there, so I mean, you got chains and tackle, so yeah, you're 13.5 probably altogether. So yeah, no sweat. Truck is just like nothing, just takes off. This truck has the 355 gears. They normally come with 331 stock. I ordered it with a little bit lower gears, and I'm sure glad I did. It doesn't really give up anything in terms of fuel economy. I mean, maybe the 331s would be a little better, but this truck's good enough as it is that I'm not complaining. It's got lots of power. So yeah, the trailer's a Horizon HET 21K tilt deck bumper pull, and it's got two 10K axles. So it's a 21,000 pound GVW trailer, so it should be able to carry, well, depending on how much hitch weight you can put on, 16,000 pounds shouldn't be too difficult at all. 15.5 for sure. That's what the trailer, like 15,665 or whatever the heck it was. I have to look at the decal, but that doesn't take into consideration any of the weight that you put on a tow vehicle. And here we subtract that from the total, so yeah, it will be definitely more than that, because if you can put 2,000 pounds of hitch weight on your truck, then you can technically carry that on your truck and not on the trailer, so it doesn't go against the trailer's weight capacity or weight carrying capacity. This is a fairly steep little hill. I mean, semi trucks, like, that are a little bit heavier, I mean, they're all slowing down below 60 kilometers or 40 miles an hour and putting their hazards on. A lot of them are pretty slow. But I mean, I'm just putting up this hill here with no effort. I'm 7th gear, so that's direct drive in this thing, and it's just effortless. The Tremor package obviously is a little bit softer suspended than the regular 1-tons. I've got an older 07 F-350, and when I hook up my 5-ton excavator on the trailer to that truck, it does not squat as much as this one. It's probably 1.5 inches less with the same amount of weight. So this thing's definitely softer. Once it like gets through that first little bit of suspension travel, then it stiffens up, because I think they're quite progressive. But yeah, I'm in 8th gear, just putting up this hill, and like, it's a steep hill. Like, it's not just a little hill. It definitely works the truck, but I mean, I'm not even putting my foot in the throttle at all, and it's just putting up at 100 kilometers an hour like nothing. So that's 62 mile an hour, and the truck doesn't care. It's just effortless. My Cummins would be, revving up to like three grand to be able to do that at the same hill. The old one that I had there, the 3500, I mean, it didn't have anywhere near as much power, and it's got more torque on paper, being a high output, so I don't get it. These things are not equal. This thing has more torque. I don't care what anybody says. And then the Cummins, I mean, they actually produce their peak power at 1800, their peak torque at 1800 RPM, and these are 16, so, and you notice it, like, the power is in that 1700 to 2300 RPM range, and the Cummins wants to just be sitting at 2900, 3000 RPM every time you go up a hill. So anyways, these trucks are really, really capable. I mean, they all are. It doesn't matter whether it's Dodge, Ford, or GM. I mean, they all have more power than you would ever need for towing the weights that these trucks are rated to tow. So it's not a question of not enough power. It's just a question of, more power than the other one, right? They all do the job. They all get there one way or another and do it, rather impressively. Like, none of the trucks are slouches. Like, I'll say, oh yeah, this has got way more power than the Dodge going up the hills. Yeah, it does, but the Dodge has got more than enough power. Like, you're not wanting more, like, unless you drive before and you're like, okay, well, I missed that level of power going up the hills. But the Dodge is, you know, pretty darn good too. So we'll go over the scales and see what this thing weighs and see how far off I am in terms of my guesstimation. I'm thinking about 13,800 pounds. So I'll weigh the truck and trailer, and then when I drop the trailer off, I will come back and weigh the truck and see what we're doing here for gross weight on it, and go from there. All right, we'll see just how heavy this thing is. Front axle, 1920. Pick that up. Oh, now 1890. Let's go over. Okay, 1890. The rear axle, I can get that, is 2770, 2780, 27. Come on, stop it. 2780. We'll call that 2780. Trailer is 5,310 kilograms. So I will do the math and put that in the video here and tell you guys exactly what it weighs. All right, trailer is off the truck, so this is just the truck. We'll see what this thing weighed. I don't remember what that was to begin with. 2190. I think it was a little bit lighter with the trailer, which makes sense. Let's do it. Oh, let's double check that again. Yeah, 2190. And the rear axle. Oh sheesh. That's 1820. 18. Yeah, 1810. 1820. 1820. So yeah, no, this there was a fair bit of tongue weight on there, which is good. The truck was squatted pretty good. I've got a lot of stuff in the back of the truck. Then I've got the canopy on it too. So all told and done, I bet you there's probably 1,800 pounds of 1,800 to 2,000 pounds worth of added stuff in the back of the truck. The back seat's full of stuff, and then the box is full of tools and some fairly heavy stuff. And the canopy itself is actually pretty heavy, because it was built for the roof rack, so they laid the fiberglass up a fair bit thicker for that, because I ordered the canopy when I ordered the truck. And yeah, but I'll put the actual weights in the video here and let you guys know. But like, the truck didn't notice that weight there. Like, even though it squatted a little bit, it really, I mean, handled it effortlessly. But like, this thing gets up and scoots pretty good. I mean, it's definitely faster without the trailer, but yeah, so we'll see. Like I said that earlier in the other video though, that the Tremor suspension is fairly soft for the initial bit there. I think it's progressive springs. I don't know for sure, but I do know that compared to my old truck, that with the same weight, so I ended up having my 5-ton machine on my trailer, and I towed it behind this, and then I towed it behind that 07 F-350. The 07 F-350 squatted less by about 1.5 inches, so this thing sunk about 1.5 inches more than that truck. I mean, you could tell, like, it's definitely softer. I just towed the same route with the truck and trailer, with both of them, and the red truck, my old one there, definitely handled the trailer, you know, a little bit better. Like, I would say that maybe a lot of people probably wouldn't notice the difference if they don't tow often. They'd be like, oh yeah, both tow really well. But I can tell that this thing follows a little bit more. I mean, even in the corners and stuff empty, I mean, you feel that initial 1.5 inches or 2 inches of suspension is quite plush, and it kind of rolls over a little bit in the corners and stuff. But once it settles in, it stiffens up and handles really well. But if I was towing with this thing day in and day out, I would absolutely add airbags to it. I think it's really a necessity, to be honest. So I mean, it's not like it doesn't do like tow the trailer well, but just to be able to have the headlights, you know, angled down properly and whatnot, I think having the airbags would be a big benefit. But yeah, the trailer so far, I mean, I love that tilt deck. I wish I had a tilt deck years ago. You know, anything you can do to make moving equipment easier when you're doing it day in and day out, I think is money well spent. I mean, you sling, you know, those heavy ramps around like I've done for years. I mean, they're heavy. They're not. I don't know what they weigh. They're probably 130 or so pounds for the light ones. Even that big dump trailer I have, the ramps on that, I don't know what they weigh, but they're heavier than the ones that were on my other trailer there. So, but yeah, the trailer is really well done. Tow's really nice. The torsion axles make it ride, you know, really nice, empty. It doesn't bounce around nearly as much. I was quite surprised. I came back from Alberta with it. I think I put 1,460 something kilometers on that trip with the trailer. So yeah, that was all empty, and that's a, you know, pretty bumpy road there with frost heaves and various things on the highway. So those torsion axles definitely do well on the highway. I know I've read some stuff or listened to some stuff anyways on YouTube, I think, just talking about, you know, the regular slipper spring or the springs and shackles and the conventional setup with the slipper springs and whatever the heck they call them, maybe are a little better for rough roads and off highway stuff than the torsion axles. I don't remember the rationale behind it, but the torsion axles are definitely a nicer riding setup for sure. The only thing I would say that's probably a vulnerability with them would be the oh come on, orange light. I'm not gonna slam the brakes for that one. Would be like if you catch a curb or something like that, because they're kind of like, you know, if you picture a portal axle, right? They've got that arm that, you know, rotates independently of the axle tube itself, because you've got your rubber spring in there, right? So it rotates against it, and the rubber gives it some resistance to that arm, right? Which acts as your suspension. So there's quite a bit of leverage on that thing if you were to clip a curb or something with the tire. So that does make me a little nervous, because I mean, it's inevitable sometimes, you know, you go around a corner or something happens, or somebody makes you have to, like within another vehicle, makes you have to take a corner tighter than you expected, you know, because you got to avoid them because they drive like idiots, and you bounce up over a curb, right? So I don't know long term if that would ever be an issue, but I mean, I can see it being a vulnerable thing with the axle design compared to, you know, the conventional spring axle with the equalizer things in the middle there. So, but yeah, anyways, I really like the trailer so far. I will do more videos as I continue to use it and put heavier stuff on it and let you guys know what my thoughts are with it and my experience. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. That helps out greatly. And yeah, thanks for watching.